Hello, and welcome to Jurassic Park. This isn't the right save. Maybe it is. It's the longest one in. So, yeah, we're in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, not Jurassic Park. I know, the very faithful recreation of the song might have tricked you. Okay, what's the third save? I feel like it was a different demon here last time. But you know what? That's okay.
I will resist.
I think I might be forgetting something, or something might be wrong, but, you know.
You've crossed the wrong monk. Retreat is not an option.
But, yeah, brain dead. That's me. Hi. We're back. It's Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where, you know, we have all of these terrible demonic creatures to kill. We're running after the most evil bitch in existence. That's right. It is Marathi. I don't know why Marathi. I don't play WoW. I think it's a WoW thing, right? It's Ariel of Orlesh, Architect of the World Moon. Ariel of Orlesh. Yes, that Ariel of Orlesh. Not a mistake.
Kneel before me.
Man, I'm staggered. Okay, yeah, so we're after Ariel of Orlesh, the woman who turned me into a monster and opened up the world wound and probably fucking killed a baby or something. You know, we're after. Two of our companions may have died outside. I'm not quite sure what happened to those guys now that they failed that fight. But I can't imagine it'd be very good. Excuse me.
I intruded into the sanctum of your allies, and then you intruded into my home and temple. But at last, we stand face to face in threshold on neutral ground. In Iz, you struck down my creator and master Daskari, but if that makes you dismissive of his echo, if you think I do not pose a threat, then you are greatly mistaken. Master is in the abyss, in his realm. No, he does not wish to meet with you yet. A demon lord cannot afford 2 deaths in succession. It will kill him permanently.
That's what I just said. Is he not? He's a little bitch.
So many words. I prefer pleas and screams. And believe me, I will make you scream. He lost to you. He lost. The great Daskari himself lost to a mortal. So what happens if I succeed where the great lord failed? If an echo destroys the one its originator could not defeat, who would that make me? What would it prove? I'll risk my life to know. You are not just my enemy, you are my chance. A chance I won't miss.
I didn't think a quick save before I started this fight. Oh, hey, Targona. I guess they're not dead? You're not such a hurry to die, beast? Well, I'm more happy to oblige. Time has come to pay for all the evil you committed, Echo. I'm delighted to have lived long enough to witness this moment. He might be in trouble because the hand isn't here, but you know.
Prepare yourself.
spine. Strike as one. Endure this. Simply business. It's your time to cease to exist. Hold on, just a little more.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, I didn't really think you felt that, to be honest.
Desna, guide my hand.
He's got a lot of health, doesn't he?
Press the attack. You are nothing.
Wow, that's suddenly started going down a lot faster. Why is Katir killing?
Attack. Did you see that?
Okay, sure. Kind of surprised at how quick he went down there, but you know, I'm not gonna question it. I don't know what happened to his health. Every fight's been a pain in the ass up to now. And to be honest, I mean, you know, I don't know how well all of them were balanced for my baby self, because apparently I've just made the worst build ever. There's something's going on here where I am overly incompetent. It doesn't help that, you know, there's aspects of the game that here real quick. It's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, no, so, it's weird, right? Because he wasn't... I thought he was supposed to be like a Storm of Locusts, not just like a physical-looking Dascari-esque creature. Are we now going to fight a Baphomet kid? Or have we killed, we killed too many of them already? Yeah, so, word to the wise, if you're playing this game, make sure to, well-equip your, the teammates you're not using. Because, they have to be involved in a fight after, after you need them well-equipped to fight, some very fucking high-level demons. And, 2 of them is not enough.
This is where it happened. It was here that I conducted the ritual, sewing my soul and the essence of the abyss together, feeling the world change around me as every stitch brought Galarian closer to the abyss. And it was here that even though you have no memory of it, I did the same to your soul. A researcher must not have any personal feelings for the subjects of their experiments. And yet, I find myself unable to remain completely detached from the world wound. I created it. I allowed it to be. It holds a place in my heart, even if I'm slowly paying for it with my life. A researcher must be particularly resilient in the face of mistakes, incorrect hypotheses, and failed experiments. You are my failed experiment. I think I'll feel some regret for ending your current life, but you can rest assured that such sentiments will not stop me. Yes. And no. Even if I could have brought back my son, I wouldn't have stopped at that. I wouldn't have been satisfied. Not after what I'd gone through. Not after the things I'd learned. I wanted to become stronger. And I wished the same for my child. I didn't want to be afraid of anything. It wasn't the dogs of Threshold, or even Sarkoris itself, that threatened us. It was the laws of a world governed by death, weakness, and separation. That is why I needed the power of the Nehindrian crystals. I did not wish to merely stave off the agony of the wound. I wanted to tear my son from the grasp of everything that makes us weak and mortal. You have seen a goddess. You have been face to face with demon lords. Were you awed by their greatness? Do you enjoy living in a world where your entire life cycle has been predetermined? Where everything, from your birth to what will happen to your soul after you die, has been decided for you? Or do you find, now that you have experienced the mythic power coursing through your blood, that you prefer to live in a world that you can change? A world that offers you a chance to be anything you want. I also want to make the world a better place. But not for everyone. Only for the one person I care about. When I poured what was left of my son's soul into your soul, I was expecting it to bring him back. They say death and the judgment of Pharasma purges the soul of everything it once was in life. But this cannot be true. I have researched this subject meticulously and have collected enough evidence to prove that supernatural beings born from mortal souls can recall their past. Sometimes partially, sometimes fully. I watched you day and night waiting for it to happen. For your memory to awaken, or your instincts at least. For anything familiar, something I could immediately recognize. I tested you. I asked you questions and... nothing. Nothing. If a hypothesis is proven wrong, it needs to be rejected. But the research process does not stop there. That is all I can tell you right now. It will kill me eventually, but I still have some time left. Years, or decades perhaps. But it doesn't matter. One of us will die today. The tearing of the soul, followed by a cruel and terrible death. But it will likely be quick. Then it's finally time to end all this.
I'm interested to see what this does, but I don't think it's very in character.
Asking me to stop is like asking a river not to flow, or a volcano not to erupt. Death is not the end. I have spent 100 years trying to prove it, and I will not stop now. This experiment was unsuccessful, but that just means I need to adjust the initial conditions and try again. I am still alive. I still have time. You, the current you, will have to die, but only to surrender the soul you share with my son. I will start over. This time I will do everything differently. I will work with even greater precision. I will turn the world upside down if I must.
Not Australia, no.
I promise.
Ah. Beautiful.
Retreat is not an option.
It's actually a lot more beneficial to miss him. Good question. Is she wearing a robe?
We shall overcome. Make every strike count. Kneel before me.
Make your peace.
You had your chance. Do not hold back. Strike as one.
Am I stunned again? No. Wow. Okay. I'm so glad that she was able to kill me in, you know, literally no time at all. And this is another fun mechanics brought to you by Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Weird that it saved when you walked in the room, but didn't save the game technically because it reloaded me the other save.
This is a
We'll just,
researcher must
oh.
be particularly resilient in the face of mistakes, incorrect hypotheses, and failed experiments. You are not. You're so adept at magic. Of course, I've been preparing for our meeting. Yes, I want. You have seen a goddess. I also want to make. When I watched. If a hypothesis is, it will kill me. The tearing of the. And it's finally time to end all. Yes, death is not the end. I have spent 100. I promise.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Retreat is not an option. Simply business.
Disappear.
Should have done this beforehand as well.
Do not hold back.
Something happened, but I can't tell what.
You won't survive me. Kneel before me.
It's funny because by missing him, I'm able to do the damage that he would do normally, but without any of the backlash that he normally faces.
I never thought that I would be responsible for the creation of my most powerful enemy. How very perceptive. But you didn't think I would make it easy, did you? I won't let you win. You need me alive. You want to use me to close the wound, but I can destroy myself before you have a chance.
Either of them will succeed.
You're right. I won't gain anything from this. So what now?
Experience gained, yeah.
You are stronger than I could have anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power. Is there any higher praise? But I'm tired. You won't hear me pleading. Let us finish this experiment.
I wonder what these two do.
Here are my last words. I regret nothing.
You have brought unspeakable evil to this world, Aurelio, and now, at last, you will atone for it, at least in part. The wound must be closed, and closed so the world can breathe freely once more. The violet flames rise from around Aurelio's like a storm, and in the last moment of its existence, the world wound is reaching out to its creator, either pleading or menacing. The ground shakes, flames burst in and out of existence, and the world becomes a vortex of purifying light. A hymn of triumph fills your ears. It sounds like the earth and air singing in perfect harmony. It is a song of freedom. Freedom from the horrible, bleeding wound that has tormented the world for so long. And it is a song of joy. A joy shared by your allies as they join their voices to the swelling chorus. Tears shine in Landria's eyes as she offers up reverent prayer of thanksgiving. The world wound is no more. It is gone. Oh, my beloved land, my fallen Sarcosis, you are free at last. There will be no more bloodshed, no more corruption. The wound is gone. The wound is gone. Katir, the stern temple guard, uses his sleeve to wipe. See it? Oh, she's inside of him. That's what it couldn't. It looks a lot like Katir. Was Katir always a girl? Was his name always Elandria? Nope, she's just inside of him. They are one now. Is it really possible, Sarcosis? You have been avenged. The souls of your defenders, both living and dead, can finally be at peace. Tacona laughs triumphantly. It is done, done, done! This was worth an eternity of torture in the abyss. I would suffer it all again just to witness this glorious moment of victory. The old paladin drops to one knee. Glory to heaven, and glory to you, Commander! It seems impossible. Aurelio is gone, and so is the wound. We are free of that accursed witch and her terrible creation. And after 100 years, all it took was a single mortal. A mortal who became an angel. No, a mortal became something more than an angel. I have never felt such joy and delight in all my life, and if I live another 100 years, I will probably never experience a moment like this again. I want to heal wounds and celebrate our victory, but there's something else you must do first. You've already killed Descari. Right now, he is weak, vulnerable. Most importantly, he is no longer immortal. If we go to the Abyssal Realm, my radiant friend, we can end him once and for all. Yes, he is evil beyond measure. All demon lords are vile and dangerous, but his wickedness is beyond measure. It is his ambition to destroy the entire mortal world, but he will not stop there. He seeks to invade heaven itself. Eventually he will regain his strength, and he will seek revenge. He bears a special hatred for you because you have defeated him once already, but he also pour out his wrath against the people of the land. He cannot allow this to get you. Yes, when the demon lord is killed, they are reborn in their realm. However, they also become vulnerable. If they're killed again, they will not come back to life. Well, you're right. You gotta kill them. I've never felt so eager to go into battle. I want to watch the sunrise knowing this land. No, this entire world is no longer under the threat of demonic darkness. Okay. Yeah, sure, let's go kill that. We got time. I didn't really think that it would take a half hour to do that, to be honest. I kind of thought there'd be a lot more considering we lost the fight with we still all have the divine power. Yeah.
This war must end.
Let's just give myself a heal. And yeah, let's fucking go get him. Let's go get him, boys! Is it a whole fucking fight area? Ugh, not a Dominator. Can I shoot it from here? Game. Excellent.
my way. Make every strike count.
Okay, pretty good, pretty good.
Let us press
Like his tombstone body. I hope we get to kill Bathman after this too, just to fucking really wrap up all the demons. Maybe we can go get a... Oh!
Mortal gnat! How dare you fly into my realm?
You hear astonishment in his voice, but no fear, not yet.
He was just an echo.
Why did... He hisses, but you hear this hesitation in his voice.
You closed the world womb. So what? You may have delayed my plans, but you will not stop me.
I killed you in his. Now I'll kill you again, and this time your death will be permanent.
I will not die at the hand of this former mortal.
What's going on? Guys? Oh! Oh, okay, we're forming the triangle, the circle of purity to keep them all locked in here. For the blood that is shed in Sarcosis, now you'll have to pay for everything you have done. How does Descari not have a fucking symbol? Actually, I don't think this one's gonna be good against the other guys, so... Oh, fuck off! Oh, god damn it! I kinda want to reload it just because how fucking stupid I'm being.
Press the attack.
So why is she stunned for, like, ever?
Contemplate on your mistakes. Retreat is not an option.
I will resist.
Wrong fucking button.
This is
And I
not
just
my
died, I
time.
think, of poison or something, so, you know. Funsies. We'll get a fire immunity up first, and then, it's just a pain in the ass when shit fucking, like, oh yeah, this spell, you know, this spell has a fucking thing, and blah blah blah. Is my leg cramping, or am I just being dumb? Call me, call me. Call me, call me. I don't think I have any of the spells I need to do specifically. This is reduced person, which I don't like. Do we have a group delayed person, please? Persian? Rat poison bastard. You have it, right?
Magritium Turinos.
Okay.
Godspeed.
So how did I get in here, by the way?
Fortune, he was just too close to know.
I think they come in and say something in the back, and I just can't see them because the camera's not moving or something. Because you can hear them like the little. I think something happened with the camera's not moving for them.
I will resist.
What does that do? Who knows?
Retreat is not an option.
Actually, I think I'm fine here. I don't think he can technically reach me, so. Did not do as much damage as I thought it would. And I don't think any of them are blind either, so. Cool, didn't do anything.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Victories.
Kneel before me.
Prepare yourself.
You won't survive me. This one's mine. Endure this.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Really?
Hold on, just a little more.
Desna, guide my hand.
Make every strike count.
your peace.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Oh, fuck off! How did... I really wish it would let me some time to just revive my character as well. Nope, just it's, you had the 3 seconds and your turn didn't pop up again, so it sucks to suck, I guess, you know.
I will see this through.
Sphere Guardian. Actually, wait. I thought we got more of them. Here we go.
Godspeed.
Did we also just not get the? No, we did. We still have the land blank. Okay, fine.
Mortal gnat! How dare you fly into my rep when you glow?
It's I think again I think it's happening is that we just have a bad angle.
Yet another obstacle.
Disappear.
Retreat is not an option.
Oh, I could have.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Whoa! What happened there?
Simply business.
I will resist. Killing is what I was made for.
Oh, fuck off.
Kneel before me.
What is his strength at? Why is it? They're not doing as much as it used to.
You won't survive me. It's your turn to cease to exist.
Oh, he was attacking the paladin. Stop! You fucking ass! He's doing such good damage to him too.
Prepare yourself.
It was because I didn't do the stupid thing on him first. That might be why.
Endure this. Do not hold back.
Desna, guide my hand.
This one's mine. You are not for me.
Oh, God damn it, I was hoping she'd get her turn. Okay, beautiful.
Know that I will be happy to welcome you into heaven after your earthly deeds are completed, if you so desire.
They are waiting for you there, in the halls of heaven, where true angels belong.
The legions of heaven are in need of a new commander. Someone who will stand strong in the face of evil. Someone who will wield a flaming sword against the darkness. Not just here, but everywhere light and order are threatened. Will you accept this position? Heaven awaits your decision.
I'm not ditching fucking Arshule.
It's all over. The world wound is closed, and Discari has been destroyed. The Rasping Rifts no longer have a demon lord, but a new monster could lay claim to this realm. Is there anything else you would like to do before we leave this abode of evil and horror?
I gotta go back to fucking fuck my wife. I like how we don't care about what Baphomet's doing, I guess. He's still alive, right? We didn't kill him twice. We only, freed the hand. Who may or may not be dead at this point. A bright light streams out from your hand. It transforms into a burning flame that consumes every surface it touches. This fire is from the upper planes, or the depths of your heart. Is it from the upper planes or the depths of your heart? It can reduce the rasping rifts to swollen runes. Ash and smoke will be out the remains of the Discari's former realm.
Let this be a lesson to every demon lord. They cannot torment the mortal world with impunity. Commander, today you have achieved the greatest victory of all. Your crusade is over, but your story is not finished. Your future awaits. Your glory will live on through the ages.
A light breeze caresses your face. A breath of fresh air after everything you've endured. Your homeworld of Galarian eagerly awaits your return. There will be no more long battles, no more pain or exhaustion. A new future awaits. A future full of hope and promise. Are we really gonna have to... It's gonna make me fight this fucking... Life and death, destiny and great deeds. Answers to mysteries, the search for one's true path. The mind can comprehend all of these, and then such concepts can be written down as a sequence of formulas, a series of lines, a chain of thought. Still, a moment always comes when it is time to wrap up, to reach a conclusion, to put a period at the end of the last sentence. The impossible rift, the bleeding wound that has tormented all of Galarian for 100 years, was finally healed. The life and soul of the one who inflicted this wound upon the world became the salve. With the death of the witch Aurelu Vorlesh, the world wound she had created vanished as well. The holy flame that engulfed the rasping rifts was felt through the abyss. The anger and fear that overtook many abyssal lords almost led to the creation of a coalition against heaven. But, like many other demonic undertakings, this alliance crumbled to dust under the weight of strife. Even heaven has never known a greater miracle than that of the mortal who had vanquished the demonic power seated in him by another to ultimately become an angel, a true champion of Galarian. The Fifth Crusade may not have lasted long, But in the short time, Dresden became the commander's city, his bulwark, his citadel. Unsurprisingly, he remained the ruler of the city and the surrounding lands after the spectacular victory at Threshold. The impact the commander made upon the world was not confined to the elimination of the wound. All across Galarion, thousands of hearts burned with righteous fire. Battle hymns and legends about the commander spread through nations and cities, inspiring warriors to heroic feats and giving valorous souls the strength to oppose evil. The Holy Wardens preserved their brotherhood and would often launch raids against cultists and demons who still skulked about the land. Despite all of Katir's efforts, word that he was alive quickly spread among the Sarkorian refugees. It was eventually reached the ears of his wife. She had grown old, but lived still. And one day, they met again under the stone tree, after having spent almost 100 years apart. Elandria, who had given almost her entire life over to duty, devoted herself to the revival of the former lands of Sarkosis. Temples of Polaria and other Sarkorian deities opened their doors once more, and the priests were eager to help heal the wounds of the people and the land. Although the commander became a symbol of the Fifth Crusade, there was still those among the Crusaders who were still dissatisfied with his decisions. Years later, their words served as the basis for many alternate versions of the history that struggled against the Worldwound. With the conclusion of the war, Dresden, the heroic fortress of the Crusaders, began to wane in importance. The memories of the gruesome battles faded, the deeds of the brave were forgotten. A mere century later, Dresden had once again become just another northern garrison, and the legacy of the Fifth Crusade began to slip into obscurity. Queen Gallifrey died, leaving no direct heir. Mendevian society was soon mired in political plots and petty power struggles, subject to an ever-changing cast of rulers and pretenders to the throne. But none was able to win the love of the people or achieve this level of national unity for which Mendev had been renowned in the region of in the reign of Queen Gallifrey. Quite a number of Mendevians wanted to see the commander of the Fifth Crusade inherit the throne. The chain of wardstones stood at the border of the former Worldwound as before. The angels inside them slowly drifted off into slumber, to wake again should evil ever rear its head in those lands. The victory over the Worldwound changed many things, not just on Galarion, but the Midnight Isles as well. Nauticula spent many days pondering the words of a certain young fearless prophet. Before long, the Lady in Shadow only renounced her realm and named herself the Redeemer Queen. The revolt against her own demonic nature transformed Nauticula, severed her ties to the Abyss, and brought her to Elysium, where upon creating a realm named Midnight's Palette, the Redeemer Queen attained divine power and became the patroness of exiles. The now vacant throne was instantly seized by Shamara, the Ardent Dream. However, the power could not compare to the might of the Lady in Shadow. The Midnight Isles, which had become the tempting prize for many demons, were plunged into chaos. The demon lord Baphomet suffered a defeat. The Worldwound was closed, and the convenient passage to Galarion was sealed along with it. Baphomet shifted his attention to the realms of the other demon lords. A cell of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth was soon discovered in Alsheria. The demon lord Descari died his final death, and his cult perished with him. His followers and demonic minions entered the service of Descari's sire, Pazuzu. Whether Pazuzu's terrifying rage stems from his offspring's demise or from his failure, none can tell. After the victory, there was only one thing the Tirabades wanted to do: hang up their weapons and forget about war for good. After retiring from duty, they settled down somewhere in the wilderness of the east of the River Kingdoms. They lived almost happily ever after. Every once in a while, Irbith would freeze, blankly staring ahead of her, or wake up screaming, and Anivia would have to calm her down, telling her that the horrors of Lost Chapel were behind them. Why does it freeze? He didn't help Irbith handle fear. Oh. They handed the hare to return to the halls of his heavenly mistress. It was difficult for him to forgive himself for his transgressions and his fall, but there were still many places left throughout the multiverse where evil dwelt and injustice was being wrought, and the herald of Iomade could not abide it. He picked up his sword again and rose to the defense of the weak and defenseless. Having rediscovered his own story, the storyteller renounced the fragile body to ascend to Pharasma Palace and become her usher. From that day onward, he took great care of the stories of all the souls that arrived in the court of the Lady of Graves. There in the halls of the Lady of Graves, the storyteller met the one who had been waiting for him, Kinney, thief of secrets, Arshigal's prisoner, old friend and well-meaning traitor, and never was their reunion more treasured. Once again, Sela heard the call of the open road. Even a valiant paladin can be prone to self-doubt, and after everything that had happened to her, Sela wanted to sort out her conflicts through conflicting thoughts and emotions on her own. Having properly fulfilled his duty to the mongrels and, to his surprise, avoided death, Len was suddenly faced with a choice. What to do with his life now that it wasn't going to end anytime soon. The hesitation did not last long, and just a few months later, he went on a sea voyage to the world he had saved. The world he had saved. After the victory, Ember simply sat for a long time, staring at the tongue of flames dancing in her hands. Her new powers frightened her. The awestruck redeemed were ready to hang on her every word, and that frightened her even more. She left without saying goodbye to anyone, and continued her endless wayfaring across the roads of Galarium, helping the distressed and punishing evildoers. Many worshipped her as a saint, but she always responded with, "Please, I'm just an ordinary girl." After the victory, Saucil returned home. Now a famed Crusader hero, he humbly officiated at a temple of Shalyn. Painted, grew sweet-smelling fruits, and made the best wine in the region. His former kindly smile returned less and less often. He avoided talking about the war, and when people asked about his brother's fate, he just curtly replied that Trevor had been killed by demons. Reginald Durange wrote a treatise on waging war against the demons, both a practical manual and a philosophical exhortation. And once that was done, he succumbed to the bleaching completely. He was posthumously reinstated in his order and buried with honors in the officers' cemetery. His treatise was used in future wars against Abyss by mortals, angels, and devils alike. Before he died, he managed to send a letter to the commander. Did it contain sincere farewells or a list of directives? Impossible to say. No one is privy to the contents except the recipient, which would be me, so can I know what he said? After the war, Graber went off on his personal conquest. He traveled to Alashiria and killed 4 candidates for the position of the head of the Assassin's Guild, whereupon he rightfully took the position himself and became a preeminent figure in the Mid-Isles. Under his leadership, the guild prospered, and the denizens of the many plains would shudder when they heard the innocent phrase, "Sweet dreams." Arashule had changed her nature, completely ridding herself of evil, but she would not dare to live among mortals. She took up residence in a small house away from their settlement. Shortly afterward, rumors began to spread. Some said there was a kind sorceress living in the cottage, or perhaps a reclusive saint. People would come to her asking for help. She never refused anyone, and in time, she learned their trust and friendship. When the former demon was not busy helping mortals, she spent time with the commander, who often visited her at her house. They had nothing to hide or be ashamed of, and yet, in her shyness, Arashule tried to conceal their relationship from prying eyes. Is that Pharasma?
And what of me, the writer of these words? The half-demon witch known as the architect of the world wound. I was defeated and fell at the hand of the one I had tried to transform. My experiment ended in failure, and my life ended along with it. I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Not only of my life, but of the commander's also. I believe the tale of such an illustrious figure would pique even a goddess's curiosity. Now you know everything. I await your verdict, goddess.
Silence hangs over the boneyard. The Lady of Graves is weighing her decision. It seems the entire universe is holding its breath, waiting her pronouncement. Who would dare break the silence so absolute? I wonder what the... fuck it. Though you're no longer here, your mythic power entitles you to say in this trial.
The laws of the universe have existed for millennia. They are incontrovertible. You wrought great evil, while it stemmed from the evil that was done to you. Your actions far exceeded it. Your soul is dark, And there is only one place for you in the universe. I shall send you to the abyss, plane of pain and fury, suffering and privation. That which you have done to others will now be done to you. So be it. Now you, the mortal who has risen so high as to stand boldly in the presence of the goddess of fate, you have done the impossible, and you will be remembered as long as this universe exists. Go, live out the rest of your life. I look forward to tales of your future deeds.
Beautiful. Just slightly under an hour. Okay. So that was Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm actually fine with ending it a bit early, because I have had a long day. And I wasn't sure I was going to stream tonight. But I'm glad I did. Got to see the end of it, finally. It's been a long time coming. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Let me know what you want to see, but I do have a couple games lined up. We're not going to do another turn-based RPG right now. I think we're going to skip out on a couple of those for right now, because I do have a couple backed up that we could do, but I think it's probably a good idea to just do some other stuff. We'll probably end up playing like a, hack and slash platformer kind of game or something. But if you have any ideas of what you want to see me play, other than which I think we might finish Pokemon Diamond, I'm not against it, though I'm not entirely for it. We'll see. Until tomorrow, where hopefully I will be having a better day. I will see you. Like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, and like I said, let me know what you guys think. Bye.